Oh, it said poor connection. Hopefully you can hear me. Hello everyone, I'm Nancy Yawner coming to you live from the heart of my home, my kitchen, where I share a little bit of real estate, a little bit of health and home with you on a consistent basis. And I'm so excited to be here today with you. I missed last week, which is the second Tuesday of the month, and it's usually my little cooking demo. And I was on travel, which I'll tell you a little bit about that in a minute. And so I missed last Tuesday, and then this past Saturday, it was so strange not to come in and pop in on my postscript Saturday, where I loved sharing some education and information with you. However, it was kind of nice to have the Saturday morning off, and I certainly enjoyed a year of that. So if you have any questions about what that is, don't hesitate to message me, or please look on our YouTube channel where all of our lives live, as well as our home lifestyle videos for our real estate. So be sure to check that out and subscribe if you haven't yet. So anyways, today I'm super excited. I am going to be sharing with you, I don't know about you, but the algorithm gods on my phone are constantly bombarding me with food items. And I guess it's because I enjoy looking at food, researching food, all the things, right? So I've been seeing this on the internet a lot, different things you can do with dates. So today is a date with a date. Anyway, so I have a few examples to show you. I'm really not doing much cooking demonstration today because I actually put it all together before now because it would have been too much. So anyways, but I had such a great week last week. I went up to northern Minnesota to visit with my mom. It was so nice seeing her. It was short and sweet. And I had hoped to have gone last summer, but had a little health issue. I wasn't able to go. So it was so great to go up and see my mom, and my brother happened to be there. And then my sister Deb, who stays with my mom, which is so amazing. Big shout out to my older sister Deb, who goes up there every winter to spend with my mom since my dad passed in 2020. So it's been 5 years. And Deborah's just been so great to do that. I know they both have fun and they both enjoy it, but there's some sacrifice to leave your home and your friends and your church and your community, right? But I know they have fun, and I know it's bittersweet when she leaves. But anyway, so we drove back together. It's always a fun time to do that, have nice sister time. So anyways, matter of fact, do you do hand-me-downs? Because I do, and this is a hand-me-down from my mom. Isn't it cute? I love it. I put it on and Jerry was like, oh man, I really love that jacket. So we got the Yawner guy approval, which he dresses me most of our married life, especially with the shoes and anything dressing. Anyways, I digress. So we're going to do some dates. Let me show you something here real quick. So you take your dates. I did several things, and what you do, you get the ones that are don't have the pitch in them, and they're very sticky. I have a wet cloth here. And what you do is you can naturally open them up, or you can slice them open. And I'm just going to show you what I did, and then I'll show you the end result. And so then you stick them here. But again, you can use a knife to open them up. It's not quite as sticky. And so let me show you here. See, you stick them, let me do one more. So what you do is you get some parchment paper, and you always want to crinkle your parchment paper. And let me do one more so I can kind of give you a feel. Because it helps make it stay down more versus not crinkling your parchment paper. So you've got, I did half, I'll send out the recipe, and I actually only did half of it. So, and I'm just showing you what I did. So here you have your dates, and you put them on the parchment paper, and you put another piece of parchment paper over it. And what you want to do is kind of flatten them out, you know, smooth them out a little bit. And you do, so I did a whole tray. Let's see how that turns out. And then, so now they're flattened, right? And then what you do is you melt peanut butter, any kind of peanut butter that you want. My husband loves Jif with peanuts, and it's probably not the most healthiest, and I don't fight him on it. I don't care. It's no big deal. It is what it is, okay? So Jif is in our house with crunchy. So you melt your peanut butter in the microwave for 20 to 30 minutes. And then you drizzle this peanut butter on here. And then you take chocolate chips, baking chocolate chips, semi-chocolate chips, and then you melt that. And then you also crush up some walnuts. And so you take your peanut butter, and then you take your walnuts, and then you take your melted chocolate, and then you put it in the freezer. And I haven't tasted it yet, so that's gonna be in the end, okay? So you'll see what it actually looks like in the end after all that happens, and we're gonna do a taste test. Have you seen this on the internet before? Because I see it all over the place. So anyways, the other few things that I did with these dates is, and you can do all kinds of things, okay? So I used this health food store Chev cheese. I get it at the Hamilton Mercantile. And you take a date and you push that little Chev in there. You could use Boursin, you could use cream cheese, you could use brie, you could use a nice little piece of cheddar, you know, thinly sliced or whatever. But that's what I used, was the Chev. And then I made 3 different kinds to show you. So one, you put your little crushed up pistachios on them. So that's one. And then one is with walnuts. And then this last one is a roasted salted pecan. And I can't try them all, plus the other things I have to show you. So, but anyways, what I wanted to tell you, and I was really disappointed. Oh, I put it away. But something that would be really good on this is, what would be really good on any of these is a little bit of hot honey. You could just drizzle that right on there. It'd be so tasty. Now, my hot honey, I was very disappointed. It actually kind of crystallized a little bit. So when I tasted it earlier, I just kind of dabbed it on instead of, you know, drizzled it on. But you'd really want to get some nice hot honey. You could also put some hot pepper flakes on here if you wanted to. So there's that. And then the other kind of date I did, so these would be appetizers. But then I did this, and I think I'm gonna try this. But I took the date and I stuffed it kind of like I did with the cheese, and I stuffed it with peanut butter, and then I rolled it in chocolate, and then I put some salt flakes on it. So I will do a little taste test on this one. Oh my gosh. It is so good. Anything with peanut butter and chocolate, right? Anyways, this is so good. You have to do it. You have to try it. It's not difficult at all. Sorry. My sink is a mess. I haven't had time to clean up. Okay, so that is so good. The other thing I was going to show you that's kind of fun, since Easter is coming, is I saw this on the internet too. Sorry guys. You take these little peppers, and then you take your Boursin cheese, And I'm gonna go ahead and show you. You stuff your little pepper. And I said on my Facebook Live as a tease, we're gonna do something with a carrot. Well, it's not really a carrot, but it looks like a carrot. It would be cute like at a little Easter gathering on a buffet. And I'll show you what that's gonna look like. You can eat it cold, but I got the oven on. I'm just gonna heat them up a little bit. And I'll show you what those are gonna look like. And then, this is, remember how I showed you can smush your dates and put peanut butter and walnuts and chocolate on it, all melted there, and then you put it in the freezer. And voila, this is what it looks like, okay? So, see the dates are behind and it's frozen, okay? So I have never tried this, so I'm gonna get a knife. I guess it seems like a big knife. And I've never done this before, you guys, so I don't know. Let's see. Okay. Yeah. There we go. Okay. And here we go. We'll try this. See if I like this as much as these, which were amazing. I don't know. I think I like the salt on that. A little bit of flaky salt. I didn't do the salt on here. Let me see. Very good. Very refreshing because it just came out of the freezer. I love the walnuts. And then the chunky peanut butter is really good. And with the chocolate, excellent. I highly recommend. So you cut it up, you can put it on a plate, like cut it up in little pieces. So good. Now, I ran out of time, but I can post it that dates actually have so much goodness for you. And so, even though there's some chocolate and maybe not the best type of peanut butter or whatever, this is actually a much healthier snack than going for like a big cake donut or going for Ruffles potato chips and a dip, right? You know, because you only have like one little or two little pieces of this, and it's just so satisfying. So I highly recommend it. I'll post the recipe online. I think Jerry will like it. I should probably drop some off to some friends because we won't be able to eat all of this, but it is really tasty. So let me take out those little carrots. And I'll show you what you could do. Sorry. So what you do, you take your little pepper, your little pretend carrot, and then you take a little piece of dill, and it looks like a little carrot. Let me see how it looks on a plate. I didn't test that, so there you go. See how you have a little mini carrot? Let me do another one. The dill needs to be freshened up a little bit, I think is part of the problem. The dill's a little limp. Oh. There you go. There you go. So you've got your little Easter fun little carrot appetizer with peppers and boursin cheese and dill, and you've got your little cheese and nuts. So let me try this. I haven't tried it. So good. I love that. It's a good way to end after all that sweet. Anyways, so that's what's going on in my Yawner kitchen today. I hope that you try it. If you do, let me know. And that's about it for today. I hope everyone is doing well, and Easter's coming up, and I hope you're having some springtime festivities, some vacation time, some downtime, some celebration, some family. And thanks again for joining. And if you hit the replay, let me know, and have a good rest of the week. And in the meantime, oh, hey, Mom, I got your jacket. Anyways, in the meantime, thumbs up, lots of love, and keep smiling, okay? Okay, goodbye, everyone.